Definitely. Start.
Hello everyone. Have you wondered how much food do we waste in a single day, or how many days we can stay alive without food?
You can't recall, right? We humans have made food wastage obvious for us. For your surprise, we can just live 8 to 21 days without food. And sadly, we waste around 640 grams of food on a single day on average per person. India being one of the top in the solely waste around 55 kg of food annually per person, which for your surprise is enough to feed most of the people who starve to death being hungry.
In a country like India, where more than 7,000 people die every day from hunger, or 25 lakh people per year starve to death, in a country where, according to an estimates, 16% of population is malnourished, and country which comes in 111th position in the global hunger index, can we justify wasting food on this alarming scale, where food security remains a challenge?
So now the real question arises. Can't the problem of starvation be alleviated by being more active, conscious, and supportive through collaborative efforts involving individuals, government agencies, NGOs, corporate giants, and being used more efficient food distribution cycle? Another question remains: are human beings willing to accept changes and take action?
With this question in our mind, we, the members of Team Eklavya, building on Mr. Peter TEDx vision, presents a mimic on the topic, the recipe to reduce food wastage. Before we explore the alarming issue of food waste, let us introduce ourselves. So, myself, Aman Kumar Singh.
Myself, Raviraj.
Myself, Pranjal Sharma.
Myself, Purnima.
Myself Ayush Sahu.
Myself, Pranjal Agrawal. Today, I am here to brief something about my team name, that is Team Eklavya. You all must have heard about Eklavya. Eklavya is a significant figure in Hindu mythology, particularly in the Mahabharata. He is known for his unwavering dedication to archery and commitment to learning. Born to a tribal family, Eklavya dreamed of becoming a skilled archer and sought archery training from Dronacharya, the renowned guru of the Pandavas and Kauravas, but was refused due to Dronacharya's fear that Eklavya's skills would surpass his royal students. Undeterred, Eklavya created his own guru, a clay idol of Dronacharya, and practiced diligently in front of it. With unwavering dedication, he mastered archery. When Drona learned of Eklavya's abilities, he demanded Eklavya's thumb as a fee for his teaching, knowing it would hinder Eklavya's archery. Eklavya didn't hesitate. This selfless act showcased his unwavering loyalty and commitment. So, here was brief story about Eklavya, a perfect example of perseverance and selfless dedication, which brings us to why we choose our team name Eklavya. Eklavya spirit resonates within us, a symbol of our collective pursuit of excellence, resilience, and teamwork. His story is a powerful example of how dedication and self-reliance can help one overcome any barriers. Eklavya teaches us that with focus and persistence, we can achieve greatness no matter what the circumstances are.
Food issues are very important to NRDC, from food agriculture production to environmental justice, from food safety to food waste. But today I am talking to you about food waste and what we can do about it. I started thinking about food wastage back when I was climbing mountains. When you are carrying 30 days of food on your back or climbing 21,000 feet, every ounce makes a difference. So before the trip, we would measure out the pasta and the beans and the oatmeal down to the tablespoon. And when we were on the trip, we would lick every pot so clean that we barely had to wash them. When I came home, those good habits left me. I would throw away a slightly bruised apple. I wouldn't eat the heel of a loaf of bread. I used to order too much in the restaurant. Sometimes it even became a game, a science experiment. We had a game called as a journey to the back of the fridge, where we would look for the multicolored fuzzy mold growing on the old food. So like most of you, I always knew we wasted some food, but I never really gave it much thought. Honestly, how much did we think about wasted food at today's lunch? Although I am sure my maid is gonna take care of it. Going to something good with it, but then enters DC's food program. Came up with a report that was mentioned that we found was shocking. 40% of the food that was grown in this country isn't eaten. That's almost half of the food that has grown is wasted. The average American family spends $2,000 on food that it doesn't eat. Households across the globe wasted over 1 billion meal a day in 2022, even as 783 million people struggled with hunger and a third of humanity faced food insecurity. According to Food Waste Index Report 2024, a study jointly authored by UNEP and WRAP, that is Waste and Resource Action Programme, a UK-based non-profit organization. The report released ahead of the International Day of Zero Waste noted that in 2022 there were 105 million tons of food waste generated, which includes inedible parts as well, amounting to 132 kilograms per capita and almost one-fifth of all the food available to the consumers. Out of the total food wasted in 2022, 60% happened at the household level, with food services responsible for 28% and retail 12%, the report observed. The report stressed the importance of expanding and strengthening data infrastructure to enable the tracking and the monitoring of food waste, pointing out that many low and middle income countries continue to lack adequate system for tracking progress to meet sustainable goals of halving food waste by 2030, particularly in retail and food services. At present, only 4 G20 countries, that is Australia, Japan, UK and US and the UN and the European Union have food waste estimates suitable for tracking progress to 2030. Contrary to popular perception, food waste was not a rich country problem, the report stated, with observed average levels of household food waste for higher income, upper middle and the lower middle income countries differing by just 7 kg per capita. Hotter countries appear to generate more food waste per capita in household, potentially due to higher consumption of fresh food with substantial inedible parts and a lack of robust cold chains, the report noted. Detailing the link between food waste and climate change, the report found that food loss and waste generated 8 to 10% of annual global greenhouse gases emission, almost 5 times that of the aviation sector, and significant biodiversity loss by taking up the equivalent of almost a third of world's agricultural land. It is estimated that the toll of both the loss and the waste of the global economy at $1 trillion.
Imagine taking 1 out of every 3 bags of groceries you buy and throwing it straight into the trash. That's the scale of the problem we are dealing with. This waste occurs at all stages of the food supply chain. In developing countries, most food waste happens during production and storage. Poor people, infrastructure, lack of refrigeration, and inefficient distribution systems lead to significant losses even before food reaches consumers. In developed countries like the United States or Europe, the situation is totally different. Here, the majority of food waste occurs at the consumer level, overbuying, confusion over expiration dates, and simply not using food before it spoils. To put it in numbers, in Europe and North America, each person weighs between 95 and 115 kilograms of food per year. That's almost the weight of an adult person being thrown away every single year. To put it in numbers, in Europe and North America, each person weighs between 95 and 115 kilograms of food per year. That's almost the weight of an adult person being thrown away every single year per person. In comparison, people in Sub-Saharan Africa and South Asia, just like India, weigh significantly less, around 6 to 11 kilograms per person. But food waste is not just a matter of morality or social justice. It has also an enormous economic and environmental cost. Every year, food waste costs the global economy about $940 billion. For businesses, this means lost profits, and for households, this could mean wasting hundreds to thousands of dollars annually. In the US alone, the average family of 4 throws away $1,500 worth of food each year. That's money that could be spent on education, healthcare, or other essentials. And then there's the environmental impact.
कोई नहीं बोलते.
And then there's the environmental impact. When we waste food, we are not just wasting the food product itself, but also the resources used to grow, process, and transport it. 28% of the world's agricultural land is used to produce food that is never eaten. That's an area larger than the continent of Europe. Moreover, food waste contributes to 8% of global greenhouse gas emissions. If food waste were a country, it would be the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases after the US and China. What worse is that while we waste all this food, millions of people go hungry. 1 in 10 people on this planet suffers from undernourishment. Imagine the difference we could make it if we reduced food waste and redirected those resources to food in those. Imagine the difference we could make if we reduced food waste and redirected those resources to feed those in need. So what are the causes of food waste and what can we do about it? In developed countries, much of the waste is driven by our habits. We buy more than we need, throw away food based on arbitrary expiration dates, and don't think twice before discarding leftovers. In developing countries, the main issue is a lack of technology and infrastructure to properly store and transport food. The good news is that solution exists. Government, business and individuals all have a role to play in addressing this issue. Some countries like France have introduced legislation that forces supermarkets to donate unsold edible food rather than throw it away. South Korea has set up a nationwide composting system, recycling more than 95% of its food waste. As individuals, we can make small changes in our daily lives to contribute to this solution. Start by planning your meals, buying only what you need, and storing food properly to make it last longer. When you have access, consider donating to local food banks or shelters, and if possibly, compost your organic waste instead of throwing it away. In conclusion, reducing food waste is something we can all contribute to. The statistics are staggering, but they also show us that with the collective effort, we can make a real difference. But cutting food waste, we can help save our environment, our economy, and most importantly, we can help feed those who need it most.
Together in the country in 2023-2024. The estimated economic value of post-harvest losses in India was 926 billion in Indian rupees. The loss accounts for roughly 8% of the total 931 million tons of food waste globally. India ranks only 94th out of 107th countries on the 2020 Global Hunger Index. The USDA also estimates that supermarkets lose $50 billion every year on food waste, but it doesn't have to be in this way. Jose Alvarez, the former CEO of Stop and Shop, realized that he could save money, increase customer satisfaction, and reduce food waste just by changing how he displays the food and a few other small things. You see, the traditional wisdom is that customers like to see plenty. Stack them high, watch them fly. The saying goes. So, Stop and Shop employees will put several days worth of food out to make customers see the plenty. The trouble is, it wasn't always fresh. Jose Alvarez realized that he could put out 4 fish fillets rather than 10, or he could put out 20 avocados rather than 40, but maybe with a dummy layer so to give a illusion of abundance.
Within several months, customer satisfaction was up, waste was down, and Stop and Shop was saving $100 million a year. Now, obviously, there will be some waste in a supermarket, some spoilage in a supermarket. That doesn't mean it has to be wasted. A friend, a local Hudson Valley farmer, told me that he went to his local supermarket and said, could he take what they were putting in the dumpster to feed his animals, and he was told no. They can't do that without a policy director from above. Well, that's the type of policies we can change. And then how about if you go inside the supermarket? How many of us has been confused by those expiration dates on the labels? Well, it turns out we are not alone. A survey shows that 60% of Americans get confused by those labels and throw out food prematurely. And with good reason. There is no standards or guidelines for those labels. They are just what the manufacturers want to be. In the UK, they realized this so that the government got together with the manufacturers and standardized the labels. No more display buy, sell buy, best buy and all of that. That simple change, consumer confusion went down and food waste went down. See, these solutions don't have to be very complicated if they are well designed and they make a big difference. Let's think about other areas where a lot of food is served. We probably all remember being in school. Remember taking the school cafeteria, piling our plates, our trays with all that food that looked so good. We probably don't remember how much food we chucked at the end because our eyes were bigger than our stomach. Well, it turns out that food service company Sodexo piloted Taylor's cafeterias at 300 schools and cafes and colleges around the country, and that simple move reduced food waste by 30%. How about sports stadiums? NRDC worked with the 60 major league sports teams, including the New York Rangers, and they now box up the food that is prepared and uneaten and give it to the needy families in area. We have worked with the Yankees, who now compose their waste rather than sending it to the dump. And a much bigger scale. Many of us probably heard Mayor Bloomberg just a couple days ago established a food waste composting program. Is going to start Staten Island in the New York City schools. You see, this is the following hierarchy of many of us remember with garbage: reduce, reuse, recycle. First, you try to reduce food waste, then you try to feed it to people, if not to animals, and if not to compost. Sending it to the landfills is just dumb. But that brings us now the final frontier of food waste. We the consumer, as some of probably remember from being told in school, there is a room for improvement. The average American throws away 25 pounds of food per person every month. That's as much as I carried in my backpack for a month. For a family of 4, that's taking $170 every month and setting it in the Cuisinart. This is double the amount of food or 50% amount of the food we wasted just a generation ago. Now, many of the trends that leads to his nation's obesity epidemic have also computed with this increase in the food waste portions have gotten bigger. Now, the average cookie is 4 times bigger than it used to be. Even the average price is 35% bigger. To choose between obesity and food waste? No. In England, they started a program called Love Food Hate Waste. They gave consumers some simple tips. Make a list by only what you need. Freeze your leftovers. Most food holds up pretty well on the freezer. And don't necessarily trust on the expiration dates. Trust your nose. It actually does pretty well for selling well the food is still good. And when you go to a restaurant, take it back and get a free second meal. Following just these simple steps and a few others, consumers in the United Kingdom reduce food waste by almost 1/5.
Those are simple solutions, but imagine what we have technology on our side. Imagine a refrigerator that could tell you what's in your fridge when you're in the supermarket, or they could tell you what's in a fridge that is on the verge of getting bad, and give a recipe of how to use it. Well, it turns out that fridge actually exists, and not only that, food technology is revolutionizing the way we tackle food by introducing innovative solutions at every stage of the food supply chain. Advanced preservation techniques like high pressure processing and modified atmosphere packaging extend the shelf life of fresh produce and prevent spoilage. Smart packaging equipped with sensor monitor food fresheners in real time, enabling retailers and consumers to better manage food storage and reduce waste. Technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning optimize supply chain logistics, predicting demand and ensuring that food is transported efficiently, minimizing excess and spoilage. Additionally, food waste is being upcycled into new products such as turning spent grains into nutritious snacks or repurposing vegetable peels into flavor enhancers. Food technology in India is playing a crucial role in reducing food waste by implementing innovative solutions across the agriculture and food supply chain. Given that a significant portion of food produced in India is lost due to inadequate storage, poor transportation, and inefficient supply chain management, technology-driven interventions are essential to address these challenges. One of the major advancements is the use of improved cold chain logistics, which include temperature-controlled storage and transportation systems that preserve the quality of perishable items like fruits, vegetables, dairy, and meat products, preventing spoilage. food-saving technologies are being leveraged to convert surplus produce into value-added products. For instance, fruit that do not meet the aesthetic standard for retail can be processed into jam, juices, or dried snacks, minimizing losses at the farm level. Startups in India are also promoting upcycle by transforming food byproducts into animal feed or new food ingredients, reducing food wastage and creating additional revenue streams. Percent of our food is wasted. Think of the resources that would be saved if that did happen. Less air pollution, water pollution, climate pollution, toxic pollution. But in addition to that, we were to reduce food waste by just a third. We were able to feed 50 million food insecure Americans their total diet. Let me say that again all. 50 million Americans who don't get enough food to get their total diet if we just cut out food waste by one third. That's why we have to get going now. I have given you some ideas of some proven solutions. So the question arises, how do we scale those ideas? According to the Waste and Resources Action Program, the UK is targeting a 50% reduction in food waste by 2030. India's food technology is experiencing rapid growth, yet it still holds immense potential for further expansion and development. The lack of focus on research and development in food technology also hampers the growth of innovations that could address specific challenges unique to Indian agriculture, such as climate resilience and pest control. While government initiatives like the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana aim to bridge some of these gaps, there is still need of a greater investment, public-private partnership, and capacity building program to ensure that food technology is accessible and effectively utilized across the country.
And the second thing is we need to measure it. When we did a report or wastage report, one of the silent findings was that neither government agencies, corporate giants, nor NGOs measured food waste from the farm to transit to supermarket, anywhere. Nobody really know what was going on, and we know that if you don't measure it, you can't manage it. Imagine a world where every individual, organization, and government prioritize food reduction. A world where further generation inherit a sustainable food system. We can make a difference by supporting local food recovery initiatives, advocating for policy changes, educating our community, making more conscious food choices. So let us insist that we measure food waste so we can start taking real step forward and drawing attention to this. By addressing food waste, we can also address hunger, food insecurity, and social inequalities also. To combat this mammoth problem, implementing effective strategies and measuring progress are crucial. Some of the methodologies to achieve this are conducting a food audit system, setting clear goals, that is, establishing specific reduction targets, example 20% reduction in 6 months, implementing reduction strategies like planning meals every day, shopping from local farmers, using leftovers and composting it so we can use as a fertilizer also. We can also utilize modern tools and technologies like food waste tracking software, mobile apps, and measurement devices also. However, we can do this. It all comes to us, not just as a consumer, but as advocates. We have to push the government, manufacturers, and everyone in the food supply chain system to pay attention to food waste. We all know measuring food waste poses several challenges that hinders accurate assessment and effectiveness. Some of the key obstacles are data inaccuracies and inconsistencies, lack of standardization, limited resources, insufficient technologies, also supply chain complexities, and the last is public awareness gap and also inadequate funding from the government, corporate, etc. Despite these hurdles, we as a human being must conquer this challenge. I am not suggesting you should only eat what you can carry on your back, but honestly, it's a long way between licking a margarine wrapper and letting your food become a science experiment. Measuring food waste is the first step toward reducing it. Let us work to create a more sustainable food system where everyone access to nutritious food and no food goes to the unnecessarily. We all eat to ourselves, our planet, and our future. We can transform the way we produce, consume, and dispose of food. We know the path forward. It starts today and it starts with us. As we must realize that our waste is someone's hunger. Now, with this question, we, the team Eklavya, want to conclude this mimic on the topic a recipe to reduce food wastage. Now, guys, join the movement to reduce food waste. Change the world. Thank you. Now the real question arises, can't the problem of starvation be alleviated by being more नहीं नहीं मेरा तो
We waste around 640 grams of food on a single day. On average per person, क्या हुआ?